So, you're in a rut again. For the 5th time this year? Yikes. Yeah, that's tough. Don't worry, I've been there too. And to be completely honest, I actually just got into a rut at the start of this year, January. It was during school break. Me and my family would go out a lot. I couldn't work consistently. I started eating in fast food restaurants again because, again, we were out a lot. I stopped exercising, and I would always end up binge watching on Netflix with my cousins in the living room every single day. And overall, I just felt terrible. You can't lie as well. Ruts feel good in the moment, but every now and then you would feel absolutely shit. Type 1 in the chat if that's you right now. And that's only one of the many big ruts that I've gotten into for the past 1.5 years. So you can trust that I'm basically in the same boat as you are. After that month of almost like hell, I've been doing pretty great the past couple of months. I've been super productive, super consistent, but then again, I'm not perfect. So just recently, that rut almost happened to me again. For a whole day, I was just watching YouTube videos. I kept procrastinating on a big school project that I had, and I refused to leave my room for that whole day. And I was feeling it again. I felt this close to spiraling. I kept hearing that voice in the back of my head telling me that I'm just a lazy fuck, that I just don't have it in me because I can't stay consistent, and that I might be a big hypocrite for preaching the things that I couldn't even do consistently myself. And so the day passed, the late afternoon came, and as I was scrolling through YouTube, laying on my bed, I thought I was about to waste another day and wake up the next day with that guilt feeling in me that I knew I couldn't do anything about. But to my surprise, that is not what ended up actually happening. I was able to stop the rut before it even came. By the end of the night, I was not only able to do all my good habits, but I was also feeling happy, amazing, and guilt-free from what had occurred for the first half of that day. And I'm gonna tell you about it right now so that you can climb out of that rut again, and so that you know in the future what you can do if that ever happens again. And how I did it was a lot simpler than you might expect. After all of the ruts and depressing days that I've gotten into, I realized that sometimes you just gotta glaze yourself, you know? I was able to stop myself from falling into a rut by literally praising and complimenting myself. I'm saying that out loud. It sounds like I'm egoistic or something, but like, hear me out, alright? Why in the first place? How did I come to this conclusion? So, hear me out. When I fall into ruts, it's usually because I feel bad about myself, other than because I'm procrastinating or whatever, other than I'm addicted or whatever. I noticed that I would always end up having negative self-talks. I would be overthinking about stupid stuff, and I would doubt myself about random things. It's basically any thought that degrades myself. And I would feel terrible, obviously. It sucks. But when I noticed this pattern, really what I just did was I snapped out of it, and I just told myself, okay, you know what? I'm pretty fucking tired of this. I don't want to feel bad anymore. Then I glazed the fuck out of myself. I made myself feel good. I flipped my mindset and told myself, okay, well, I'm not even that bad. You know, compared to my old self, I'm pretty fucking cool, you know? And after that, I clicked off of YouTube, sprung out of my bed, and decided to take a bath to reset myself. While showering, I kept whispering to myself, I'm okay. The negative thoughts I had, I flipped into the complete opposite. I flipped it into positive ones. I brought up the achievements that I've gotten, the wins that I've had for the past couple of months, and I tried to remember the times where I overcame my biggest spirals. So basically, not only just overpraising yourself based off of nothing, actually do it subjectively and realistically, where you actually have good evidence, like even if it's like a small win, a small thing that you can praise yourself for. And another thing, I did it not just with words, but with actions too. This is gonna be like oddly specific, but like after I stepped out of the shower, I got dressed, and I put perfume on me and sprayed it into my entire room. So why the frick was I doing this? I was basically trying to trick my brain and like change my environment so that if me and my surroundings smell good, then I would also feel good. So basically, I was able to create a different environment inside the exact same room where I was just doom scrolling earlier, to a room where I could start working and do the good habits or whatnot. It's just basically changing your mood and changing everything up in your surroundings. It sounds silly, but hey, it worked. And I know some of you are gonna start thinking, oh, that's such a pussy, weak ass move. But I'm not saying that you should go about praising, reassuring, and glazing yourself every day from now on. That's like, that is kind of stupid. That boosts your ego way too much, like unnecessarily. Because there's actually two ways to go about motivating yourself to climb out of that rut or to lock in. You already know the first way. And it's basically in this classic, rough, disciplinary way of kind of hating on yourself and being discontent with yourself and your situation, which you know very well and you might have been doing for a long time. Most of the time it works, other times it doesn't. Or you can do it in a way that makes you feel good in the first place without having to do the good habits again out of guilt and pressure. And then once you've gotten out of it, you'll actually feel even better. Personally, for that one time, it's what really worked for me. After all the ruts that I've gotten into, just that one time, that's actually what worked. And if you feel like you're about to get into a rut again, or you're in a rut already and you're just trying to get out of it right now, try this technique. Intentionally try to stop feeling bad, and for once, do yourself a favor and make yourself feel nice and good. But yeah, I don't know how it works, but it works wonders. Good luck. Stop getting into a rut, bro. Like come on.